Hey, it is Danielle, your celestial piper of Soldier of the Watch. I think I got paint on my nose. I know that could be a freckle. I got tons. Anyway, I don't have anything particular to talk about today. I do apologize. I haven't really done a lot of research lately to do any really good informative videos. But I did want to check in with you guys. I wanted to see how you all are doing. um, and let you know what's going on with me. I've been crafting a lot. When I get this bug, I have to do it. If I don't, it just builds up in me and I'm miserable. Creative people have to get out that creativity or we are miserable. Anyway, so hence the mess I have here. Well, luckily you can't see my table, but just trust me, it is chaos. Absolutely. I am not a very organized worker, but I thought I would share my feelings with you guys. Curious to see if a lot of you are feeling the same way, and I have a feeling you are. Um, so I don't know about you, but I'm just getting annoyed. Annoyed, frustrated. I'm sure there's a bunch of words. I'm just not one that's good at forming them. Sometimes I'll say words that are completely the opposite of what I'm really wanting to say. Anyway, so what I'm frustrated about is people still being asleep. I think at this point, with everything that's coming out and it's like pretty much in your face, it's making me feel like if people aren't waking up now, I don't think they're going to wake up. I really don't. There's tons of people that still believe mainstream media. If you're one of those people, guys, there's this thing called, look it up, Project Mockingbird. Okay? These media are controlled opposition. They are controlled. They are given a narrative and they go with it. Okay? That's why we hear them asking the same questions during the press conferences. Same freaking questions. A lot of them are twisted to make the administration look bad, regardless if they are or not. That's your opinion. It doesn't matter. Everybody's got one, and I'm cool with it. But what I'm not cool with is when something's blatantly in your face and you don't see it because it does not fit within your happy bubble. Well, guess what? It's not a happy bubble out there. There's no happy bubble. We are slaves to the system. We've been slaves to the system. Now, once you get that through your thick skull, whoever you are, and you finally wake up, and I sure hope there's still hope for that, then maybe you'll start going, what am I going to do about it? That's right, what we need to do right now. We all need to be a part of this. We all need to fight this system. We do. And there's many different ways you can do it. You can do it by being the media, which I try to be. I'm probably a bit of a poor excuse for one because I'm not on here that much. Um, but there's other things that I do. You know, I pray, I meditate. That's the spiritual battle part. And you can do that. And believe it or not, that stuff is super important. Um, and you can, shoot, you can, I don't know, there's tons of stuff that you can do. I just can't think it off the top of my head because the stuff that I do is what I'm called to do. Everybody's got a call. I just wish people would just wake the frick up. I'm getting annoyed. No, I've been annoyed. I don't know. Are you guys frustrated too? I just like sometimes I have to like get away from Facebook and crap because I get so annoyed at the stuff I see. And a lot of the stuff that I see is my own family, not in my house, outside family, like cousins and stuff like that. And I see what they post, and I'm like, don't say it, Danielle. Be nice. Don't say it, Danielle. Don't do it, Danielle. Danielle gets herself in trouble a lot. But then I see that there are a lot of people that are awake. But then there are the ones that say they're awake but aren't really awake. Those ones might frustrate me more than the ones that are completely asleep. Yeah. Then you have the ones that are on the same lines and believe all the liberal crap that's poured into them. Now, I'm going to tell you, both sides, Republican, Democrat, I am not affiliated. You like my hands, by the way? I've been busy. I'm not affiliated with any type of party. Okay. That even if I, support President Trump, it has nothing to do with this party. Nothing to do with this party. Both sides are corrupt. You got good people and bad people on both sides. Maybe one side's got more bad people. I don't know. I don't know. Not for me to judge. But what I can tell you is there's definitely good and bad on both sides. So this whole division caused because one party against another. And I will say that President Trump's a little bit at fault with that. And some of you might disagree because he's always saying the Democrats. But if you're not awake, people are going to like hear that as literally the Democrats. And so all it does is divide. And so I wish there was just a better way that he would go about it. But, and I could be wrong. But yeah. So we're just playing in their hands, guys. The more we're divided, and I'm guilty of it. I really am, because like I will get sucked into something that I shouldn't have gotten sucked in. That's why I'm constantly going, Danielle, shut up, don't say anything, bite your tongue. But so that's pretty much what I was just going to come on, just kind of rant and get frustrated. I'm not sure really if I've gotten everything off my chest, but I'm just, I'm done with all this crap and this virus crap. Yeah, there's sick people out there, and there are people that unfortunately died, but we know they've padded the numbers. So don't follow that Johns Hopkins stuff, because follow the money, guys. Certain Gates Foundation supports them. Same Gates Foundation that did Event 201. Same Gates Foundation that wants to find us a certain word that starts with a B. Because it's the same guy that wants to depopulate, yet save the world. How can people not wake up? I mean, it's so blatant. I don't get it. But maybe it's easier for me. I don't watch TV. I don't. When I watch the press conference, the only time I'll watch it on my TV is when it's my local news through Spectrum, because they don't favor any side. Majority of the time, I watch it on YouTube. Golden State Times, one of my favorites, or White House. Must be sucked into the subliminal messages they put out there. Hey, how about that Marina Abramovic? Yeah. If you don't know about it, apparently and if you don't know who she is definitely very satanic, really big in the Hollywood music industry crowd, um, and all the elites and stuff like that. She does what's called spirit cooking. If you don't know about it, look it up. Maybe I should do a video on it sometime. There's a lot of videos though. I try not to do the same stuff, which unfortunately probably majority of my videos are stuff people have done already. Um, I'm just not as good as a lot of these YouTube channels are. So for those of you that support me, I do really appreciate that. But yeah, spirit cooking. Check it out. Pretty gross. Give you a little tidbit. She writes spells on the walls with human blood, and it's disgusting. It's coagulated blood. Ew. Sorry, I was thinking to myself, imagine the smell. I'm not going there. Just gonna move on. Um, yeah, and these people, they go to these spirit cooking dinners, and they'll have pasta on the menu. And for those of you that are following the whole keto thing, pasta means little boys. Um, and they eat you. We have real cannibals, guys, more than you think, and they're elite, and they love the adrenochrome. Look that one up too if you don't know anything about it. Yeah, so my point, this Marina chick who I swear is a vampire. I swear she's that Countess. Was it Countess Beth something? That bathed in blood of her servants so she could keep her youth. I wouldn't put it past these. There's just so many crazy things out there right now that are for real that I would not be surprised if he's actually her or less far fetched an ancestor. But anyway, teamed up with Gates. Did this video for Microsoft or something like that. And well, anyway, all of us truthers' voices were heard because we went on to this video on YouTube and disliked. There was so many thumbs down on the video and lots of really awesome comments that were negative to them. And Microsoft ended up taking the video down. I mean, the amount of dislikes compared to the amount of likes were like night and day, guys. Night and day. That's another way for us to do something. Let our voice be heard. Now, you probably heard about these states that have been protesting. In fact, Raleigh, in my state, North Carolina, they had protests there. I believe only one person got arrested. Um, and they had protests in, I think it was Detroit, Michigan yesterday. I think the same day as Raleigh, it was Ohio, and then there was also protests in Kentucky. Um, Also, I think it was in the UK. I'm not sure, but people were out and about yesterday because it was such a nice day, and so I think it was yesterday. There was tons of people out. People are about done with this, and people are ready to get on with our lives and not be house arrested. That's basically what it is. And this does um, go against our constitutional rights for those of us in America. So I get why people were protesting. And in Michigan, they probably have the most harshest conditions with the house arrest um, out of all states. Vermont's pretty bad too. Um, so I get it. But here's the problem I have with it, especially for the states that are a bit more liberal and against the Second Amendment and stuff like that. You're just asking for trouble. It doesn't take a president to do martial law. The government can do martial law. Do you really want that happening? Because talk about more freedoms being taken away. So it's kind of like what do you do? You know what I mean? I mean, I think I don't know if people are really thinking about the consequences, you know. I mean, even if the consequences are bad, if you understand the consequences, still go on with it, well, that's one thing. But if you're not really understanding the consequences and you're bringing down your whole state by doing this and people aren't on board with you, that's kind of bad too. I don't know. I don't know if I have a complete um, opinion on this because I'm kind of like, I hate being wishy-washy, but I'm kind of wishy-washy on this. Curious of what you guys think. Um, Raleigh in North Carolina is more liberal. We do have a Democrat governor, and remember, either side. Our governor seems pretty cool. I don't know if he really is, but he hasn't done anything to make me feel like he's as bad as, say, Como. I think that's how you say his name in New York. That one's not to be trusted. He's like mafia boss kind of guy. Yeah, don't like him. Don't like the Jersey one either. Not big on Virginians either. And Vermont, because of my friend of mine, Amanda, yeah, not big on that one either. So there's some pretty corrupt ones out there. I don't think mine is, but we'll see. We'll see. He's actually, I mean, at least he's saying he's trying to lift this whole stay-at-home order, especially after what happened in Raleigh. So hopefully um, that turns out to be positive. We can only pray and hope, but I think all of us being, and I'm sure a lot of you agree, the stay-at-home business has nothing to do with the virus. It's bull. Well, anyway, you want to see what I'm making? I'm making a tree for my dollhouse. Ta-da! I did this all out of paper mache. So, hence the paint. I don't think there's a day I don't have either glue, paint, or something on me. But maybe next time I'll show you my dollhouse. It has really coming along. I got a skeleton and a rocking chair on the front porch. I've done a lot of distressing and stuff on the outside and some moss and some boards on the windows. Make it look condemned. I'm really proud of it. I even put a floor in on both porches because you know it's got an upstairs porch, kind of like the Charleston kind of house. Yeah, it's the first floor I've ever done with the popsicle sticks, and it came out really good. And so I got pumpkins and leaves on it now, and yay! So, all right, guys. Well, I think I've talked your ear off enough. Love to see what you guys have to say down below. If you have anything that you would like me to do a video on, throw it my way. Any help that you can give would be awesome. I do like making videos that have really cool pop-ups and things like that in it. Been quite lazy with it. So, all right, guys. Well, I love you. And that's all for now. Till we meet again. This is Danielle, your celestial piper of soldier. Peace out, my people.